Cheers, Becky.
Cheers.
We are at
Ellis Stecca in Clarksville.
So we're fancy today. And I've got the spicy margarita, and she's got...
The skinny. But I had a
Whatever.
Sandorita, which is watermelon, fresh watermelon. Delicious.
It actually has chunks of watermelon in it,
Yeah,
so
very
sounds
good.
delicious. Okay, so I fortunately have had really good months last month and this month. Thanks, Becky, for like whatever. Stop it. But the contracts have been all over the place. I mean, I've got them where they're getting 3% in closing help, and then there are others where they're paying $100,000 over, and then there's others where they're getting them $40,000 for less. Like, it's crazy to think how different these offers are. So I don't understand, A, how people would do it without an agent who knows the area and what you can get in a specific area or for that particular house and stuff, because it is all over the map in terms of what you can get. So obviously price is number one, right? I mean, if you've got two offers and you've got your house listed for $350 and you've got two offers for $400, what do you do then when you're comparing those two $400 offers? There's got to be other things to consider other than just price. So Becky, what are some things that we're doing to win offers in this market where it is super competitive?
Less contingencies. So if you can get away with it, no seller concessions. Helping
Meaning
with
no closing
costs,
help, right?
Walk and talk inspections. That way
Which
you're
is
not
really cool.
right. You
I
just
mean,
have a home inspector go to the showing with you and quickly run through the house and give you kind of a rundown on how everything is and if it's working.
So basically then you can waive the inspection,
Right.
because then you've already kind of gone through, made sure there's no major issues with the house, and now you can waive the home inspection in your contract. What else?
Appraisal gaps. Coming to the table with money over the appraised value, if that's a thing, if you're able to do it.
Right? It always helps if we get an appraisal waiver. So one thing I will highly recommend is if you are putting down, I'm not seeing them with less than 20% down, but if you're putting down 20% or more, it's a good idea to have the loan pre-underwritten and also have us run it through the system to see if you get an appraisal waiver. If we get an appraisal waiver, that means you don't need an appraisal at all, and then you can completely waive it in the contract. That means that the seller knows for sure that they're getting that amount for the house, and there's no question that the appraisal could come in and you ask them to lower the price. So that's good too.
Yeah.
I'm also seeing a lot of quick closes. So we're doing a lot of 2-week settlements, which can be really enticing for a seller as well. If they already have moved, if they'd love to unload it and get the money back or stop paying their mortgage as quickly as possible.
Which leads into free rent backs. If they need
rent
more
back,
time to move out and close on their house that they're moving into, free rent back.
Think about it, if you settled in, say, May, you're not going to have a mortgage payment in June. Your first payment would start July 1st. So if the seller wants to stay until July 15th and you give them a free rent back, that means that you technically aren't going to be losing anything because your mortgage payment's not going to start until July anyway. You've given them June for free. So in the end, you know, maybe it's just a little added tweak there that you can give to a seller to make your offer stand out. There's also, you can pay all the transfer taxes, right?
Yeah.
So again, a lot of these things come down to you having money. So it's not always across the board. Not everybody has the money to be able to do these things, but every little bit that's going to get the seller maximum money is certainly going to propel your offer over somebody else's.
Yes.
You got
I
anything
agree.
else?
That's it on my end.
I think those are some pretty good suggestions, and hopefully it's going to help somebody win a bid.
There we go.
All right. Cheers,
Cheers.
Becky. See you next week.